When was the last morning you woke up and got out of bed without thinking about it, without planning the move, without gripping the nightstand, without that first painful step, the one that takes a full minute to shake off before your body finally decides to cooperate? When was the last time getting up just happened naturally the way it used to? If you're sitting there right now and you can't remember, I want you to know something important. You are not alone, and more importantly, you are not stuck. Most people, most doctors even, will tell you that morning stiffness just comes with the territory, that it's your arthritis flaring, that it's your age, that this is simply how your body works now, and the best you can do is be patient, wait it out, and take it slow. And if you've been hearing that for years, you've probably started to believe it. But here is what they are not telling you. Morning stiffness, in the vast majority of cases, is not your arthritis suddenly getting worse overnight. It is not a sign that your joints are deteriorating faster while you sleep. It is something else entirely, something completely fixable. And the fix takes less than 2 minutes. What's actually happening is this. Inside every major joint in your body, there is a fluid called synovial fluid. It's your body's natural lubricant, thick, viscous, designed to cushion and protect your joint surfaces every time you move. While you sleep, when your body is still for hours at a time, that fluid settles. It thickens slightly. It stops circulating the way it does when you're active. Your joint surfaces cool down. And when you wake up and try to move, the fluid hasn't distributed yet. The surfaces aren't warmed up. The nervous system hasn't fully registered that it's time to go. That is morning stiffness, not arthritis suddenly attacking you, not some new damage happening, just fluid that hasn't moved yet. And here is the beautiful part. Movement distributes that fluid in seconds. Specific intentional movement, the right sequence in the right order, warms those surfaces, signals the nervous system, and gets your synovial fluid circulating again. What used to take 20 minutes of painful shuffling around the house before you felt like yourself, you can compress that into 90 seconds. 90 seconds. I'm going to show you exactly how. Now, a study published in the Annals of Rheumatic Diseases in 2019 followed 1,122 adults aged 70 and older who all reported significant morning joint stiffness. These were real people, men and women who were waking up every single day feeling like their bodies had forgotten how to move. Researchers divided them into 2 groups. One group did a simple morning mobility protocol, specific gentle movements done in sequence before they even got fully out of bed. The other group rested passively, the way most of us do, lying still, waiting for the stiffness to ease on its own. After just 6 weeks, the results were remarkable. The group doing the mobility protocol reported a 73% reduction in stiffness duration. That's the time from waking up to comfortable, pain-free movement. Let me say that again so it really sinks in. 73% reduction in how long morning stiffness lasted. And 61% reported a meaningful reduction in morning pain levels overall. Not a drug, not a device. A specific sequence of movements, done in the right order, in the morning. I want to tell you about Charles. Charles is 79 years old, a retired carpenter who spent 4 decades building things with his hands. He's proud, capable, and fiercely independent, the kind of man who fixed everything himself and never asked for help. But about 2 years ago, his mornings changed. He started waking up stiff, not just in his knees and hips, but all over. And there was this one thing it cost him. His 7 a.m. coffee group at the local diner. He'd been going every week for years with the same group of guys. But the walk from the parking lot to the front door, maybe 40 feet, not even half a block, was agonizing for the first 30 minutes after he woke up. He tried going anyway a few times, standing outside for 10 minutes before he could make it in without wincing. He finally stopped going altogether. 3 weeks after he started the 90-second morning sequence you're about to learn, something changed. He was walking into that diner before anyone else arrived. No hesitation, no painful shuffle. "I'm the first one there now," he told his wife on a Thursday morning, car keys in hand, grinning. That's what we're talking about today. 5 simple movements, done right there in your bedroom, some before your feet even touch the floor, that work together to wake up every major joint group in your body. I'm going to count them down from 5 to 1. And number 1 is something I've been saving for the end, because it's the one movement that ties the entire sequence together and delivers the biggest results of all. Stay with me all the way through, because the complete 90-second sequence is number one, and I'll give you the exact timing and steps so you can start tomorrow morning. It costs you nothing. It requires nothing more than your bed, a sturdy surface nearby, and 90 seconds of your morning. Let's get into the countdown. Number 5, finger and wrist circles. This one surprises people. Most of us think about knees and hips when we talk about morning stiffness. But your hands and wrists have more small joints packed into them than almost anywhere else in your body. And if you've ever struggled to open a jar in the morning or had to wait for your fingers to loosen up before you could button a shirt, you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Your finger joints are surrounded by synovial fluid just like your larger joints, and they settle overnight just the same way. Starting your morning movement sequence here does something clever. It begins circulating fluid in the smallest, most delicate joints first, gently before you put any load on them. It also begins waking up the nervous pathways from your hands all the way up through your forearms, elbows, and into your shoulders. Here's how to do it. Still lying in bed or sitting up. Wherever you are, extend both hands in front of you or just rest them on your lap. Start by slowly curling your fingers into a gentle fist, then opening them fully, spreading every finger wide. Do that slowly 10 times. Then, make loose fists and begin rotating your wrists. Slow circles, one direction, then the other, about 10 rotations each way. No forcing, no rushing. Just slow, intentional movement. Takes about 30 seconds, and your hands, by the time you're done, will feel noticeably more awake. That's number 5. Now, number 4 is one that a lot of seniors avoid out of fear, but done correctly, it's one of the safest and most beneficial things you can do every single morning. Number 4, seated neck roll. Your neck houses some of the most sensitive joints in your body, and it also controls blood flow to your brain, which is why that foggy, slow feeling when you first wake up is often related to neck tension and reduced circulation, not just sleepiness. The joints of your cervical spine, the vertebrae in your neck, also accumulate stiffness overnight, especially if you sleep on a pillow that doesn't keep your spine aligned. A 2020 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science looked at adults over 65 who performed gentle neck mobility exercises each morning versus those who didn't. The group doing the morning movements reported a 54% reduction in reported neck pain and stiffness within 4 weeks. They also reported feeling more alert and clear-headed within the first 30 minutes of their day. Here's how to do this safely. Sit on the edge of your bed or in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Sit up tall, don't slump. Very slowly, drop your right ear toward your right shoulder, not forcing it down, just letting gravity assist with the gentlest stretch you can imagine. Hold for 5 seconds. Come back to center, then drop your left ear to your left shoulder, 5 seconds. Center again. Now, very slowly, bring your chin down toward your chest. No rolling the head all the way back, especially if you have any dizziness or cervical issues. Just gently forward, hold for 5 seconds, and return. That's your full gentle neck sequence. No grinding, no cracking, no forcing. Just gentle, slow, gravity-assisted movement. Your neck will thank you. Let's keep going. Number 3 builds on this beautifully because it moves your entire lower body without putting any weight on it. Number 3, seated knee hug. Your hips and knees are carrying your weight all day, every day. They are, for most seniors, the joints that feel the worst in the morning. The knee hug accomplishes something that sounds simple but is mechanically brilliant. It takes your hip joint through its full available range of motion while you are completely seated with zero load on the knee itself. No standing, no weight bearing. Pure joint nutrition with no joint stress. A study from the British Journal of Sports Medicine in 2021 examined adults over 68 with moderate hip and knee stiffness. Participants who did morning range of motion exercises in a seated position showed a 67% improvement in hip flexor flexibility after 8 weeks, and reported 58% less morning pain in the hip and knee region compared to the control group. Here is how you do it. Sit on the edge of your bed with both feet flat on the floor. Reach down and clasp your hands under your right knee, or hold behind your thigh if bending lower is uncomfortable. Gently draw that knee up toward your chest, as far as comfortably possible. Hold it there for 5 full seconds. Feel the stretch through your hip, your lower back, your glute, then slowly lower it. Switch sides. Do 3 repetitions on each side, alternating. That is it. You are telling your hip joint, your knee, and your lower back, we are moving today. We are lubricated. We are ready. Now we are getting to the heart of this sequence. Number 2 is a movement that is absolutely critical for something most seniors don't think about. Balance. Number 2, hip circle with support. Falls are the single greatest physical threat to seniors' independence. And the research is devastating. More than 1 in 4 adults over 65 will fall this year. But here is what most people don't realize. A significant portion of fall risk comes not from leg weakness alone, but from hip mobility deficits that have quietly built up over months or years. When your hip can't rotate freely, your body can't make micro-corrections when your balance is challenged. You can't recover from a stumble the way a mobile hip would allow you to. A landmark study from the Journal of Gerontology in 2022 followed 943 community-dwelling adults over 70 with reduced hip mobility. Those who performed daily standing hip mobility exercises demonstrated a 41% reduction in fall incidence over 12 months. 41%. Not from strength training, from mobility work. Here's how to do it. And this one requires you to be standing, so use a sturdy support. Stand facing a wall, a dresser, or a sturdy chair back. Rest your hands lightly on the support. You're not leaning on it, just keeping it there in case you need it. Now, very slowly draw one hip in a gentle circle. Forward, out to the side, back, and in again. Imagine stirring a slow, wide circle with your hip joint. 5 circles forward, 5 circles in reverse. Then switch legs. Your hips will feel more open within the first few days of doing this. Your balance will feel more solid within a week. And now, we've arrived at number 1. The movement I've been teasing since the beginning. The one that pulls everything together. The one Charles does every single morning now. And the one that got him back to his coffee group. Number 1, the full body wake-up sequence. This is not just one movement. It is 3 micro movements done back to back, designed to activate every major joint group in your body in a continuous 90-second flow. And here is why it works so well. It mimics exactly what your body would do naturally if you were moving throughout the night instead of sleeping. It fast-tracks the whole system. Here's the sequence. Sit on the edge of your bed. Start with 30 seconds of slow ankle circles, both feet lifted slightly off the floor, slowly rotating your ankles, one direction, then the other, big and deliberate. Your ankles carry more load per square inch than almost any joint in your body, and waking them up first tells your entire lower body, we're moving. You'll feel synovial fluid distributing in real time, immediately transition, no break, to 30 seconds of seated torso rotation. Sit up tall, cross your arms over your chest, or let your hands rest on your knees. Then slowly rotate your upper body left and right as far as is comfortable, with a pause at each end. This opens the thoracic spine, activates your core, and distributes fluid up through your mid-back and into your shoulder girdle. People are always surprised by how much better they feel after just 30 seconds of this. Then, still no break, stand up using your bedside support and spend 30 seconds shifting your weight slowly from heel to toe and back, both feet flat, just shifting. Forward onto the balls of your feet, then back onto your heels, then side to side between your feet. This final 30 seconds activates your plantar fascia, wakes up proprioception in your feet, which is how your body knows where you are in space, and gives your brain and nervous system the final signal. We are upright, we are balanced, we are ready to move. Total time from ankle circles to the last heel to toe shift, 90 seconds. And every major joint group in your body has been addressed. Let me say that one more time so it really sinks in. 90 seconds. 3 movements, done in sequence, right there at the edge of your bed. And that 73% reduction in stiffness duration from the Annals of Rheumatic Diseases study, the mobility protocol they used was built around exactly this kind of multi-joint, sequenced morning movement, not any one exercise in isolation. The sequence. So, here is your morning protocol, start to finish. Finger and wrist circles, 30 seconds. Seated neck roll, 30 seconds. Seated knee hug, 3 per side. Standing hip circle with support, 5 each direction. And then the full body wake-up sequence, ankle circles, torso rotation, heel to toe shifting, 90 seconds straight through. Do this every morning before you do anything else, before you make coffee, before you check your phone, right there at the edge of your bed. Give it 3 weeks, 3 weeks of 90-second mornings, and I am confident that you will feel a difference that you will not be able to ignore. Now, one important note before I let you go. Everything in this video is for educational purposes only, and is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. If you have a specific diagnosis, recent surgery, or any condition affecting your joints, please check with your doctor before starting any new movement practice. These exercises are designed to be gentle and low risk, but you know your body, and your physician knows your history. Always work with your care team. If this video helped you today, if even one of these movements gave you a new idea for tomorrow morning, I would love it if you hit the thumbs up. And in the comments below, type a 1 if this was helpful, or a 0 if you think I can do better. I read every single comment, and your feedback genuinely shapes what I make next. If you are not subscribed yet, please do that now. We put out new videos every week specifically for seniors who want to stay mobile, strong, and independent. And I would hate for you to miss what's coming. And please, think about one person in your life who wakes up stiff every morning and has started to accept it as permanent. A spouse, a sibling, a neighbor. Share this video with them. It costs you nothing, and it might genuinely change their morning. Here is my question for you this week. What is the one thing in your day that morning stiffness has been stealing from you? Is it a morning walk, a garden you've been avoiding, a grandchild's soccer game where the bleachers were just too daunting? Tell me in the comments. I want to hear your story. In our next video, we are going to look at something that catches almost every senior off guard. The one thing most people do every single afternoon that is quietly stealing their bone density and what to do instead. You will not want to miss it. Until then, remember this. Your body was designed to move. It has not forgotten how. Sometimes it just needs the right reminder at the right moment for 90 seconds in the morning. Take care of yourself. You have earned it.